Now, time now for business, and Richard Griffiths is back, and you're looking at downloading music.
That's right, big industry, especially illegal downloading, because of course now you can actually download music illegally itself, but of course a lot of people are still doing it without any legitimacy at all. Now, 2 men have been ordered to pay thousands of pounds in damages and in costs for illegally downloading music over the internet. Important because these cases are actually the first to reach the courts in Britain, and the result isn't great for the individuals involved. The result is actually fines for them, and obviously this is a big deal for the record companies. The record firms in Britain are describing this as a landmark case because it could have implications throughout the industry. Well, Matt Phillips is from the BPI, which represents UK record companies. He's in our central London studio now. Matt, you're describing this as a landmark ruling, but is it really because there still must be plenty of people out there who right now are downloading all sorts of songs illegally?
Yes, you're right. There were some figures issued last week by our global counterparts, the IFPI, that indicate as many as 5% of internet users are still downloading illegally. But I think the crucial development has been, as you mentioned earlier, the growth in legal services. And now, the same research also said that 6% of internet users are downloading legally now, legal downloads, which establishing that business has been a major factor in our decision to take legal action against file sharers. The legal business has grown by 357% over 2005. So we're making progress on establishing legal services, but unfortunately there is a minority of people out there that are still using these file sharing networks to swap music files illegally, which we must move to stamp out.
The defence of one of the individuals in this case was interesting because he said that he was unaware that he was doing anything illegal at all. Surely there are thousands of people who are in exactly that position.
That's precisely the problem. I think the difficulty we have is that the file sharing software itself is not illegal to have, but to use it to share music, which is the most common use of these file sharing programs, is in fact illegal. Now, this is the biggest problem we have, is that this is very bewildering for a lot of parents, and I think today's court rulings will send out a very strong message to parents that they absolutely must get on top of how these file sharing networks work. See, the problem is that you'll have parents that will be ripping their CD collection, putting it on the computer maybe to transfer to a digital music player, whereas the kids at home will think, oh, well, I've heard about these file sharing programs, I can get songs for free. They might only be downloading 1 or 2 tracks illegally from these networks. They may be unwittingly sharing the entire contents of the family computer on the internet to millions of other people, and it's that action that exposes parents to the most legal risk. So it's really essential. We must get the message out there that parents have to be aware of what the children are doing on the computer at home, because otherwise it could land you with a very serious fine.
Matt Phillips from the BPI, thanks very much indeed. That's it. Another business.